Hey guys, and welcome on into another episode. Picks on Net, NHL picks and predictions. I'm your host, Terry Adelman, at TU Picks on Twitter, ready to break down the Friday slate. Only four games to go over today, but there is some value with player props today. Some nice prices that I got on today's plays. So we'll get to that, of course, after we take a look at yesterday's slate. I'll kind of zip through what happened yesterday. Overall, small losing day when I thought it could have been a lot worse than it was. Montreal unfortunately lost against Detroit, didn't play their best game. Detroit was a lot more hungry for that one. Patrick Laine didn't score, and Lane Hudson, unfortunately, his assist streak finally did come to an end. So that was a little bit sad. So Lane Hudson assist lost, and so did the parlay with Hudson and Marchessault both to get an assist. Jackson Blake, anytime goal, plus 500 winner there. Um, that kid has got some talent. And I've seen him scoring throughout the year at different times, but I think I'd bet him once or twice, but I haven't really bet him a whole lot. But I've kind of noticed him when I saw that he was on the top line yesterday, and I saw that it was plus 500 at Bet365 to score. That was just too good to pass up. So a nice winner there. The Wild in regulation, a loser there. What an awful game. Defensively, in front of Gustafson, the Wild were no help. Offensively, they got shut out. So just a disaster of a game by the Wild yesterday. Um, and I'm glad I didn't load up on props, obviously, but Wild in regulation loses. Just not a good game. Not a good game. My premium play, exclusive play, was the over 5.5 between Vegas and St. Louis, which was a little bit scary, but it did get there. I was shocked to see this at a 5.5, with how these two teams obviously had just had a 5-4 game. Both teams heavily trending towards the over. So the over 5.5 cashed. Hurdle did not get a power play point, unfortunately. And my player prop exclusive play of the day was Shea Theodore power play point, which also didn't cash. However, Philip Forsberg scored, and Jonathan Marchessault, the full unit play, got his assist. So Marchessault assist streak continues, Forsberg goal streak continues, and the Nashville Predators. Um, that top line, Forsberg, Stamkos, and Marchessault, as well as um, as well as Roman Yossi, have just been absolutely fantastic for Nashville for a long period of time now. So they've all been pretty consistent. We'll be talking about that game in tomorrow's slate, which we'll be talking about tonight. I'm going to do exactly what I did last week. So the show for tomorrow will be coming out later tonight. So stay tuned to that. We'll probably do it as soon as the two 8 o'clock games finish, like I did last week. We'll jump into the chat, and we've only got one. That's okay. Finally, I had a great night sweep. Red Wings, Utah, Ducks, good plus money. Very nice one. Very nice. Very nice. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the show. Appreciate all the support. We're going to jump right into it. Two games I like, two games I'm passing, and you can probably guess what I'm doing with this one. Philadelphia Flyers and the New York Islanders here in this one. The Flyers plus 126 to plus 136. The Islanders minus 145 to minus 162. 5.5, some sixes available here in this one. And there's just nothing I can do with this game. Uh, I am not betting. Obviously, you guys know my price range, my cutoff point is minus 135. And the Islanders are minus 145, minus 155. Even if I did bet minus 155 bets, it sure as hell would not be on the Islanders. So I definitely can't get to the Islanders. Don't want to look at them in regulation. I don't trust them for that. And then the Flyers is a dog here. would be appealing with how the Flyers have been playing overall. However, Urson played yesterday, and it's most likely going to be Ivan Fedotov for the Flyers today. 4-5-3 with a 3.26 goals against average, 879 save percentage. I can't back him here, especially with Flyers being on the second night of a back to back. So this game is a pass. If you absolutely had to bet something in this game, I would look at Matthew Barzal props of some kind. A point at 8 of 9, an assist in 6 of 9. So kind of tough to tell exactly what he's going to do, but his point is a good parlay piece. Um, if he can't get a point against Fedotov, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. So see what happens here, but not a game I'm going to be getting too much, or not a game I'm going to be getting to at all. Happy Friday, Terry. Hey, Nick. How's it going? I have a feeling it's a Freaky Friday. I feel like every game can go under tonight. Interesting matchups with some good teams on back to backs. Yeah, yeah. I think it's a weird slate. Money making Friday. Who you guys like on the money line? Well, it's a very difficult slate for money lines. I do have one premium play, which I won't give out, which is a side, but it's a tough day. I'll have at least one side for tomorrow's slate, and maybe a money line parlay as well. I'll have to. I've already started looking at tomorrow's slate. The early bird gets the worm. That's what they say. But on to our next game here, and I do have plays in this game. Don't worry, not passing on everyone. Here in this one, Vegas Golden Knights heading to the Dallas Stars. Vegas plus 120 to plus 126. The Dallas Stars minus 140 to minus 144. In this one, 5.5s and sixes available here in this game. Should be Aiden Hill for Vegas on the second night of a back to back here. Jake Oninger already confirmed for Dallas in this one. Um, Looking at this game here from a side perspective, again, I can't really get to anything here. The Vegas Golden Knights coming off their last game, finally breaking the losing streak, but just had not been playing well previous to yesterday. And yesterday wasn't exactly a blowout win. The St. Louis Blues did try to come back there at the end um, against Vegas. Dallas here on the other side haven't played in a few days um, in this one. And of course, with the price range here, Dallas minus 140. I'd have to look at Dallas in regulation if I was going to get to something here. Dallas has lost 3 of their last 4, Montreal, Colorado, and Carolina. So not exactly anything to be sad about losing to those teams. Overall, they've lost 4 of their last 6. So Dallas is looking to get things back on track here. My plays here for this one. Bear with me for a second while I get the exact numbers up. Thomas Hurdle, as you can see here on the screen, he is absolutely red hot recently. What I'm doing here is I'm taking him for a point, which the book of the day for today's player props is FanDuel. If you've got FanDuel, you're going to be a happy guy because FanDuel's got some great prices here. Thomas Hurdle, over half a point, minus 102. I got him to get a point in. As you can see, he's done that 8 of his last 9 games. So 0.7 unit play on his point prop, and then I put a 0.3 unit play on his goal prop, which is plus 300. As you can see, he scored in 4 games in a row. So Tomas Hurdle playing very well. Who's on the line with him? Well, no big surprise. Pavel Dorofeyev, who has a 0.5 of 6, is playing with him. I'll take Dorofeyev for a point at minus 104. Again, at FanDuel. The goal prop for Hurdle was at Bet365, but the point prop is at FanDuel. Pavel Dorofeyev point prop also at FanDuel. Victor Olofsson plays on the same line with them. I know he's a bigger plus money. And then Shea Theodore has also been playing very well for Vegas also. For the Stars, um, Stars are a tough team with player props, with the way their lines are set up, especially with Rope Hintz coming back into the lineup in his last game. He is listed here on the third line, but that could definitely change. You could definitely see these lines change. So it's tough for me to really get to Dallas props here in this game. Go to the chat here. Hi, Terry. Hey, Timothy. How's it going? Hurdle anytime goal? Yes. Yes. As he scored yesterday, I was thinking, why am I on the power play point prop? Why am I not on his goal prop? So today I'll go point and goal. I'll split it up because the point prop at minus 102 is just great, great value. Good day, Terry. Hey, Captain Bry. How's it going? And yeah, you're on hurdle anytime goal as well. I like it. I like it. On to our next game, the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Chicago Blackhawks. Here in this one, Tampa Bay minus 130 to minus 230 to minus 250. Road favorites. The Blackhawks plus 190 to plus 203. Home dogs, 6.5s. Right across the board in this one. Arvid Soderblom confirmed for Chicago. Nobody yet confirmed for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And while everyone would say it's going to be Vasilevsky, it has to be, right? Because Vasilevsky really seems to start every game for Chicago. The only reason I would say hold on that is Tampa does face Detroit tomorrow. So this is the first night of a back-to-back for the Lightning. And you got to think that maybe they want to save Vasilevsky for the important game against Detroit tomorrow, a division rival who's not out of the playoff race, that's for sure. So I'm expecting Vasilevsky to start tomorrow, but you never know. Maybe the Lightning look at this and think we'll start Vasilevsky here, get an easy win, and then we'll see what happens tomorrow. But what the Lightning do tonight is heavily going to affect my decision with Tampa Bay Detroit tomorrow. So waiting on news with that. Of course, if you're going to be betting on Tampa Bay, I think you want to know that Vasilevsky's in the lineup. And if you're taking a look at Chicago, again, I think you'd like to know the goalie matchup here. So when you're looking at the side here, I would look at the goalie matchups. And then, of course, if you're looking at the total here, again, you kind of want to know who's in net. I definitely lean with the over here in this one, but I want to know if it's going to be Vasilevsky or Johansson. So, till we know, not much you can do with the side or total here. With player props, Tampa Bay move their lines around, so it's tough for me to really look at Tampa Bay props. I'd have to see exactly what the lines are going to be for them. And the last lines we have are from their last game. So things could definitely change. It was Hagel, Sorelli, and Kucherov. And then Gensel Point were on the second line. So again, I need to know what's going on here. For the Blackhawks, you got Connor Bedard, who didn't get a point in his last game. And then Seth Jones, who's been on an assist streak. But as you guys can probably guess, I'm passing on this game. I am passing. You'll be parlaying players. Yeah, that could be a good route as well. Hagel at anytime goal. He crushes Chicago. Ooh. Okay. Okay. First period over. I could see that. I really do lean with the over. Again, I just need to know who's in net for Tampa Bay. We'll see if they do what I think they should do, which is start Johansson tonight and start Vasilevsky tomorrow. But we'll see if that's the case in this one. On to our last game of the night. Got the Utah Hockey Club and the Winnipeg Jets here in this game. Utah plus 190 to plus 180. Winnipeg minus 215 to minus 238. 5.5s right across the board in this game. You've got this Utah Hockey Club team, which has won 3 games in a row, including a 5-2 win against this Winnipeg Jets team. So Utah is scoring goals right now, at least 4 in their last 3 games, beating all 3 divisional opponents. But now they have to go to Winnipeg on a second night of a back-to-back and face a Jets team that'll be looking for revenge. So I can understand here why the game is priced as it is in this one. When you look at this right here, when you look at the screen, you can tell that right now, offensively for the Jets, not a lot of consistency. Um, right now, Mark Scheifele, a point 8 of 10, is the Jets' most consistent player. Now, if you take a look over at Utah, well, I had to obviously make some changes after yesterday's game, and it's good that there's not a 6th player that's hot right now because there'd be nowhere to fit them. Cooley, Schmaltz, Keller, I've talked about them every single time we talk about Utah for a while now. All 3 guys on nice streaks. Cooley did not get a point yesterday, so that ended his point streak, goal streak. Keller, was Mr. Assist, well, he's got a goal in 3 in a row. Schmaltz, well, he just kind of does a little bit of everything with those 3. And then if you look down at the bottom here, Matthias Michelli and Barrett Hayden, both guys have been heating up, especially Barrett Hayden here. Um, 3 of his last 4 games, multiple point games. Those 2 on the second line with Josh Doan. Fortunately for Josh Doan, he hasn't really got on the score sheet here. But for me here in this game, Barrett Hayden, over half a point, plus 196 at FanDuel. For Barrett Hayden to get 1 point in this game, um, I think there's a ton of value with that at almost plus 200 for a point when he's got multiple points in 3 of his last 4. And then looking at his line mate, Matthias Michelli, who's been consistent as well, 4 of his last 5 games, he's plus 164 to get a point at FanDuel. Now, obviously, I locked in these prices an hour or 2 ago, so I don't know if the odds have changed, but obviously they want to change drastically. There's value with Michelli and Hayden. And then I just don't know what to do with that top line with Cooley, Keller, and Schmaltz. Um, as of right now, I don't have any plays, but I just obviously look at what the 3 have been doing. I feel like I should probably have something, same game parlay or something with Keller, Schmaltz, and Cooley here in this one. Looking at goaltenders here because I did not mention them. It does look like Connor Hellebuck is going to be getting this start, so he's going to get a second chance, or I guess not a second chance. He's going to get a shot at revenge against this Utah Hockey Club team because he was in net when they um, had their win against him, where he gave up 4 goals and 27 shots. So he'll be looking to bounce back here in this game. And that's it. We will jump to the chat here. I'll jump to the chat. I'll have Lightning play our prop parlays. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Just gotta find out what the lines are, I think. Keller goal, Keller Schmaltz point, or even Schmaltz straight. I've been going back to them every game. Yeah, I know. I gotta figure out something with those 3. Michelli and Hayden point props, cash free last night. Yeah, yeah. And you know what? They kind of fell under my radar, but they didn't after last night. So that's why they are on the sheet here. Tons of value. Tons of value. I think the Utah Coyotes going to have trouble scoring tonight in Winnipeg against Helly in a revenge game. That's possible. That's possible. That's why I'm not loading up on props. I could see this game finishing 2-1, but I could also see a 4-3 type game. So it's It's tough here. Parlay the top line. I think so. I think that's the way to go. But again, I'm the only thing I'm thinking here is if it is for some reason like a 2-1 type of game, and I parlay that top line, what if only two of the like last Keller and Schmaltz got points yesterday, but Cooley didn't? I don't really want to parlay all three and then have two of the three get it. So as of right now, I don't have anything with the top line, but we'll see how the day goes. We'll see how the day goes. I thought the same thing, Matty JC, but I also thought the same last thing about the Wild. Well, I thought the Wild were going to win yesterday. I didn't necessarily think that they would have a tough time scoring because Gustafsson has not been good lately. So we'll see. But Utah did find a way to solve Hellebuck in their last game. Um, maybe they solve him again tonight. Coppertech plays. I've got 2 plays up on the site that I've not given out on today's show. And then you'll be getting plays for tomorrow if you sign up for an all access pass today. 1 day all access pass, $10. If you sign up, you'll get all my plays for today. And as I start putting some up for tomorrow, I will also likely have some NFL plays coming up today as well. So for Sunday. If you guys like the show, make sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you guys are new. Tonight's show, we'll be doing a show tonight for tomorrow's games, which will likely happen right at the end of the Utah and Tampa Bay games. So probably around 10:30-ish p.m. So stay tuned for that later tonight. Cooley didn't cash. Yeah. Yes. That's all I'm worried about when it comes to that. Yes, true, but this is Hollywood talking about. Yes. Yes, it is. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys later tonight for the Saturday show. Best of luck on today's slate. Thanks, guys.